Hello everyone and welcome to episode 20 of Lost Judgment. We are coming to you live from the other side of a really significant snowstorm that swept through our area, but everything has sort of held together real well. Went outside and shoveled, I'd say, probably about once an hour all day long and kept the loads light, and now we're in a mood to do some more investigating. So let's jump into our most recent save. Now, wherever we're standing, I don't remember exactly what block we're on, but we are going to go catch up. No, I don't want to fight those guys. Let's go catch up with Sari-san. Where we last left off with the main investigation, let me just go this way. She was getting ready to go undercover at a CD bar that, if I remember correctly, is run by the Neo Kahine gang. Regardless of who the ownership is, they are known to be a frequent spot where Akatsu hangs out, and we are trying to get a beat on him. So according to the intel that we picked up, if Sari-san does particularly well, schmoozing with the crowd, then Akatsu is likely to come around and basically congratulate her in person, and that will give Yagami and friends an opportunity to nab him. So we're going to go back to Kamurocho. Our last episode started off with the main story and then sort of progressed for a while, but then when it hit this point, it's like, okay, let's take an opportunity to head on back to Ijincho and not wrap up, but at least advance some of the side missions. Now, that may happen again here. For a long time in our playthrough, what we were doing was, hey, let's do a couple episodes of school stories followed by an episode of main story. As we've gone on, I'm not really sure how to balance that because I would like to progress both, so we're going to try it this way. So doing a little bit of A and a little bit of B, depending on how the main story unfolds. If it seems like there's some place that Yagami has to be urgently, then we're going to defer to the needs of the main story. Am I totally ready? Just very quickly, I think I'd like to just double check. Hello to Samalander. Yeah, there's still a little bit of time. I don't want to go far. Is this a Papo Mart? It's La Marche. Well, maybe we can buy what we want as La Marche. I just want to make sure that Yagami's foodstuffs are topped off, because although I suspect that what we're about to see... Oh, this is a clothing store. I remember La Marche. Although I suspect that the main character for this next section is going to be Sari-san, I also have every reason to believe that Yagami will have to go punching because he usually does. So, Odin. Yep, yeah, let's fill up on Odin. Tuna onigiri, we don't even have any of that. Bento lunch set. Special yakisoba, we don't have any of this. I heard the pawn variety is extremely good. Ooh, Homestock, we don't have any of this cat food. We haven't gotten any of that yet. And anything else we want to buy? These Toughness Z's and Tauriners, they are some of the best healing items that we found in the whole game, so it's never a bad idea to have that. Also, Not-chan Orange, not to be confused with Natsuno-chan from 13 Sentinels, which many of our friends called her Not-chan. Okay, so we are... Nope, sorry, wrong block. Yagami's he's so rude when he goes down the street. It can't be helped. Okay, so Samalander, I hope that you have had a nice Saturday. It was very snowy and very cold and very windy here. Am I totally ready? I am totally ready. I'm ready. All that's left to do is to wait for Sari-san to come out.
Oh, wow. That is nice.
You can thank Mari-san.
It's perfect. I'm really impressed.
Fine. Well then, shall we head over to Cream Bruges?
Oh, while you were doing your makeup, I talked to the owner about you coming in. Like Hoshino-kun said, there's apparently a system in place where a girl with great sales potential gets the attention of Akutsu.
I understand. Basically, I just have to aim to be #1 at the bar, right?
How confident are you?
I can't make any guarantees, but I'll give it my all.
Then I'm with you all the way, my lady.
So I really liked it when the camera focused on Yagami and the music sort of like dialed out, but then as soon as the camera turned to face Sari-san again, it came back up. Anyway, I should head out to Queen Rogue. I can do this. Oh, this is Sari-san. I've gone undercover there before. Yes, indeed she has. Oh, here we go.
Ready, Sari-san?
Sorry, I'm going here. Yeah. I kind of feel like in real life I'd want to walk along the much more brightly lit and more populated street, especially given how weirdly violent Kamurocho is all the time. Hello to Markintosh and Ronan. So yeah, this is the outfit that Sari and Mari went undercover in earlier in the game, and I did my best to pick something out that was also different from the outfit that we picked out in the first game. I will say that it's, and again, no shade on this voice actor at all, but I do miss the original voice actor for Sari, just because when she dressed up like and got up all fancy, the voice actor was so good at communicating like how barely she was tolerating it. Just had no interest in it at all. And it like, for clarity, it didn't come off like she was self-conscious about it. She just was like, oh, whatever, let's just get this over with.
Sometimes, but it's been a while since I've been inside.
The owner remembered you from last time. Said he wished you were there every night instead of just one.
The undercover cabaret girl of his dreams returns.
Oh, take this before you go. It's a wireless earpiece. If you end up going somewhere with Akutsu, we can use it to communicate. I'll be there in a flash if things go even remotely south.
Got it. I know you have my back, Yagami-san.
You bet. Good luck then.
Normally I'd say that she wouldn't need him to have his back, but let's not forget that that dude who was like gonna like start hitting her on the street.
It's you! Yeah. Looking at you takes me back to better days. You are a cut above. A sight for sore eyes.
Nice to see you again. Have you been well?
I'm fine. I'm fine! Well, that's a lie. Last time you were here, we were a good place. But times have only gotten tougher. Now, we're just a fast and cheap dive bar with mediocre service.
Yes, I heard a bit about that.
Keep this on the down low, but the former owner lost a bet in Mahjong. So we sold the bar. We're under RK's management now. Ever since they took over, we're just like every other CD place. We don't even make a profit unless we're shuffling people in and out, which of course impacts the girls' performance.
But I hear the girls with promise catch the eye of the RK members.
Haha! So you already know about that. Yes, RK treats people well who treat their bottom line well. If they notice a special girl, they'll give her a bonus to show their generosity. Or maybe Akutsu-san just wants to drink with cute girls.
Before we read this, hello to Azric. Yeah, the storm went okay. It went fine. You know, no power outages, no internet outages, very, very cold outside, but have been shoveling regularly to keep the amounts down, and it's been just fine. I hope you've also had a nice Saturday. Yeah, and as Simlander says, lost the bar in Mahjong. Gambling problems are a hell of a thing, aren't they? My true goal is to find out the location. I think I said this was a Neo-Keihin gang. It's an RK gang outfit now. Is to find the location of RK's underboss, Akutsu. Becoming the #1 girl in the bar is just incidental. This isn't about having a good time. I may be dressed up, but I'm still working a job here.
Where do girls usually meet up with Akutsu-san?
No particular location. Just depends on his mood, I guess. Haha! But you have your eye on that bonus, I see. Well, if anyone could get it, it's you, Sari-san. I'm rooting for you.
Wow, 10,000 SP for just walking here.
Yes.
So you got in okay? Just so you know, I think I'm gonna call for support.
Support?
Yeah, so in case you meet Akatsu, we'll be ready to pounce on him. But you'll be on your own until then.
Starting now, I'm number 1 at this bar, and the first rule in customer service is to heap praise on the guests. Okay, so this seems similar to what we did with Sari-san in the first game, where in a very similar circumstance, she had to, like, pretend to be interested in guys at the bar. And also, as Ronan is pointing out, sorry, I forgot to read this, another reason that Sari-san might need some support is that she is trying to flesh out the guy who once tried to murder Yagami with a chainsaw. Or actually, more specifically, threatened Yagami with a chainsaw, but then handed the chainsaw off to an underling to do the actual murder, so that he himself, Akatsu, would not be in the frame when it was videotaped, which was especially duplicitous. Okay, you can do this, sorry. Even if it were my own father sitting there, I must praise him until he becomes putty in my hands.
So, are you the new girl the manager brought in?
You're kinda older than I thought you'd be.
I'm sorry. Nice to meet you.
What club were you at before this?
Oh, I'm usually an office worker, but I worked here once about 2 years ago.
What, so you just come back whenever you feel like it? Like some part-time gig? Really?
You treat this job like it's a cakewalk and expect us not to be offended?
Oh, point taken. So, I guess tonight I should sit back and watch the professionals show me how it's done?
What? Are you dissing us?
What? You can haze new girls, but if they give it back, you lose your cool?
Excuse me?
Now. You can't scowl like that when customers are here to have a good time.
You little...
Wow, I thought you were just another snob, but you've got barbed wire where it counts.
Megu! You're gonna let a new chick talk to us this way?
Old or new doesn't matter. If you've got the goods, I have no complaints.
I'm going to do my best, and I'll try not to weigh you two down.
Saori-san, Megu-san, Kuniko-san, we have customers! Let's get to work!
Well, time for the new girl to show us what people see in her.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, the clash of female egos. I think I might actually enjoy this. And hello to Fox McCloud.
Hello! I'm Megu! Welcome! I'm Kuniko.
I hope I don't have to remember their names, Megu and Kuniko.
I'm sorry. Nice to meet.
Oh, sorry, John. Come, sit here.
Wow, you're beautiful. Oh, the best of the bunch. Man, I am loving this place.
So, how are you?
How is this happening? Is this what Yagami meant by support? This won't help me in the least. In fact, it's doing the opposite. This is harder than I thought.
But, you know, I could make any prosecutor shake in his boots just by yelling, "Objection!"
That's awesome, you killer lawyer, you.
Jeez, why is Genda-sensei getting all the attention? For your information, I passed the national bar exam with top marks.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what's a bar exam?
Oh, you've got to be kidding. You ladies have really never heard of the bar exam? It's the toughest certification test in Japan.
I've heard of it.
Oh, so it's a certificate? Well, I passed kanji level 3 when I was in middle school.
That's not even comparable.
Kanji aptitude is a very fine certification.
Huh?
You passed your stupid bar exam how many years ago now? And you're still bragging about your scores? Seriously?
What?
Sorry, John. You can't talk that way to a customer.
Yeah, but he sucks real hard. I don't know if Hoshino's supposed to be drunk or if he's actually this bad at interacting with other people, but Jesus Christ. I shouldn't have said that, but Hoshino-kun was being such an ass, I couldn't resist. No, sorry, that's fine.
No, she's right. It's a dumb thing to brag about, isn't it? But the bar is really hard. Not everyone passes it. There's so much studying to do, day and night.
Oh my god, he's crying.
I have to do something to cheer him up. Do you? Even though I don't want to, compliment him I must. Dude, he's drunk. Like, put him in a taxi. Oh, I love her options so much. But should I sneak in some bragging? Oh, I want to do these so much. Fuck it.
Well, no matter how long ago it was, it's still an amazing accomplishment. Your glories of the past are worth bragging about. I mean, it's the National Bar Exam.
Glories of the past? Did you have to put it like that?
Is this bar exam thing really that big of a deal?
Yeah, you know what? My cousin said he tried 3 times and still failed. And he graduated from Toto University.
A Toto University grad couldn't pass it? Then it is a pretty amazing accomplishment.
That's true. It really is hard. Of course, I myself passed it easy peasy back in the day.
Now maybe things are turning out okay. I wonder what sneak in some bragging would have been. Like her own bragging? Or would it have been that she would have, like, complimented him on something else that he could have bragged about? I'll always be curious about that now.
It's incredible, isn't it? That's why lawyers deserve our respect. Don't you agree?
I do.
And lawyers make a lot of money, right? Girls must be all over you wherever you go.
Well, no. Not really.
Oh, how cute. He's blushing.
This is great, Genda-sensei. Let's get some more drinks.
You got it! More drinks it is! How about you girls?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad I got through that, but I wish they would just go home already. Also, Ronan is saying that Hoshino sounded quite a bit more drunk in Japanese.
Listen up, girls. This is a heck of a lot of fun. I'm having a great time. I tell you, I love cabaret clubs. So much.
Me too, Genda-sensei. Especially this one. The customer service is on point. I wish I could come here every night and stay till morning.
Oh, you two know just how to flatter us.
So true. Hey, in case you come back, would you like to reserve a bottle in your name? You guys are lawyers, so I'm sure you can afford it.
Well, we're not a big firm. But you know what? Let's do it!
Nice one, boss. You're the best.
Should I let them do this? If they keep drinking like fish, Genda Law is going to go bankrupt. But I have to be seen as someone who brings in a lot of sales, or else I won't get to meet Akatsu.
Uh-oh. What's wrong, Saori-san? You're looking kind of gloomy there. Come on, how about a smile?
Oh.
Saori-kun, I was thinking, if you could be just a bit friendlier, you'd be the belle of the ball.
Do you guys already know Saori-san? You act like you're good friends.
They do seem pretty close, right?
This isn't good. If they find out we know each other, it would be supremely awkward for me. Not to mention, it would completely ruin my plan to get a meeting with RK.
Huh? I don't know. But would it be so wrong if we did know each other?
Of course not, but this does happen to be our first meeting. Silly sensei.
The first time? Is it really, though?
You're both teasing me so much. Poor Megusan and Kuniko-san are giving me dirty looks.
Well, I mean, that's because
Something does seem fishy.
What is... I know that they're drunk, but what is wrong with them? And hello to Grumpy, by the way. This is bad. I guess I need to change gears here. No? It depends on what we whisper. Get the fuck out of here, you stupid drunk loser. Would be no and no. Okay, we're gonna whisper into his ear.
Hey, Hoshino-sensei. Looks like you've had a lot to drink tonight. Have you forgotten all about work? Is your head lost in the clouds? What's going on behind this cute little face?
Impure thoughts, maybe?
Hoshino-kun, this is inappropriate. Stop this, now, both of you.
Oh, excuse me? Can we get that girl at this table too?
Yes? You mean Saori-san?
Oh, me too! Wait a minute, what about us?
Oh my! Please, everyone! She's only one person.
I guess the new girl's a hit.
She sure showed us up. This is crazy.
Oh, I guess that went well. Now I just wait for Akutsu to summon me. Mission complete. So I'm actually surprised that there wasn't more decisions to make along here. Also, I hope Ganda Law can defend itself against the monstrous harassment lawsuit. Sorry, it's about to lay down on them.
Sorry, we were rude before.
Oh, please. I just got lucky tonight.
Yeah, right. I don't think I could have done better than you in any department. You're a natural at conversation, and so sexy too.
I learned a lot, actually. And whew, I drank a lot more than usual.
Thanks for the hard work, you three. I bet you barely got any breaks. It was one customer after another. What a night! We haven't had this good a take in a while. And it's all thanks to Saori-san.
No, I couldn't have done it without Megu-san and Kuniko-san at my side.
Come on, it was pretty obvious who the MVP was this evening.
Boss, seeing as you're here, does that mean Saori-san's getting a bonus?
That she is. Who would have thought this could happen on her first day? All I can say is, wow. Akutsu-san wants to meet you and show his appreciation by giving you the bonus himself. There's already a taxi waiting outside.
Really? That is so awesome.
No kidding! So the bonus thing is real, huh?
I hope I get one someday.
Total success. Now I'll find out where Akutsu is hiding.
So, where exactly is Akutsu-san waiting for me?
Apparently it's a surprise. He doesn't just let that information out. But I'm sure it's somewhere in Kamurocho. And don't worry, I'm told there'll be another cab to take you home.
I see. Well then, I'm looking forward to it.
Don't worry, Saori-san. I'm standing by. If you need me, I'll be there in a flash.
Driver, could you tell me where we're headed?
Oh, we're almost there, miss.
We're not leaving Kamurocho, are we?
No. No need to worry.
I think he's driving to the Thug Hangout, the underground club. That's where I met Soma for the first time. I thought it had been shut down, but maybe they opened it back up.
We'll be arriving soon.
Saori-san, I presume? We've been expecting you. You are very beautiful. Akutsu-san will be happy.
Thank you for inviting me.
RK takes care of people who keep the cash flowing. The fact you're here means you have a talent for it. You're one of us now, Saori-san.
So this is how RK keeps recruiting new members and allies. They keep the hostesses who make the money by giving them a fat bonus and some pretty boys.
If you would follow me.
Certainly.
So Moo is saying that the car seats look like they're covered in giant doilies,
Here
and
she is,
then questions
Akatsu-san.
if they are. I'm not sure.
Tonight's heroine, Saori-san from Queen Rouge.
Ah, and I see why. You're hotter than your reputation. Come here. Let me give you some motivation to keep at it.
I've heard so much about you, Akutsu-san. It's a pleasure to meet someone so famous.
Have a seat. I'm not gonna ask you to pour after a hard night's work. This sake is not cheap. That's cool though, right? Gotta show my appreciation, don't I?
Oh, there's no need for that.
Well, on to the moment of truth. Your bonus. 1 million yen. Quite a stack of cash for an office worker. Yeah.
It's a big pile of money for anyone.
Oh, even for lawyers? Shirosaki-sensei?
I'm not sure I follow.
This lady lawyer came poking around before. Except she was trying to find out about Kauai at the time.
You see, when it comes to Kamurocho, we have eyes everywhere. Anybody suspicious gets reported to us fast. Most of the eyes working for me or Soma are spies in the police force. And now, we've got a law lady in the bag. So, what do you want with me? Who sent you here, huh?
Well, this took a turn for the worse, didn't it?
You're only just noticing that. Kinda slow for a lawyer, aren't you?
Oh, I didn't mean for me. It just got worse. For you.
What the?
Man, you were harder to find than I thought, Akatsu.
Wow, so it was you pulling Saori-chan's strings.
Hell of a sight. Some piece of shit ex-Tojo man thinks he's king of the hill now?
Don't make me laugh. You're the worthless pile of shit, Hikashi. Props for having the spine to show up here without backup. And after you barely escaped with your life, Yagami.
Hold that thought, because this isn't the whole party.
Huh?
Is it Kaito?
The only guy I really fuck up is Soma. But I guess I'll have to settle for you losers tonight.
Kaito. Couldn't just stay dead, huh?
Nice work, Saori-san. We'll take it from here, but did you ring the gong for us?
What?
Nothing kicks off a fight better than a beauty ring and a gong.
Yeah, give us something to get the mood going.
Okay. Well then.
Gentlemen, do your worst!
Get ready.
Let's go! Hell yeah!
Here we go.
Oh! I have a feeling Akatsu's gonna be one of those guys who has like 7 layers to his life bar. hold on, Akatsu. I'll be with you in a second, man. I gotta take out your whole entourage first. We need to make this as demoralizing as we can. Oops. I think I dropped my chair.
Show me what you got!
Ow, ow, ow! Okay. Couldn't get out of any part of that. Okay. We might have to do some more Akatsu now. Come on. Oh, shit.
Show me what you got!
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have some sushi. No. I feel like we were doing just fine for a while. Try again. Womp womp. Oh, hold on. Hello to Forrest, who says I had an operator come and give me hell because I needed him to re-pull an acid sample. Hold on a second. I called my boss in tears and talked to the plant manager, and I expressed that I won't be talked to that way. Good for you, Force. I suspected that took a lot of courage, especially if you were feeling down after having somebody, like, talk down to you. You have every right to say, I will not be treated like this. You're a professional. You were hired to do a job, you're good at what you do, and whoever this an operator come by and like treat you like garbage because presumably that person's having a bad day. No, that's not acceptable. I'm glad that you did that. The company can't address problems if it's not brought to them. You've brought it to them. I highly recommend that you put something into writing as well. Even if you send an email to yourself, get it in writing with today's date with a clear description of who did it, how they did it, when it happened, and exactly as much of the conversation that you had with your boss and the plant manager. Get it in writing and get it dated in some way like an email. I would highly recommend that. Okay. Okay. So I don't think that I can do this with Akatsu on the field. Every once in a while, he just like blindsides Yagami. Man, so much blocking. So I need to stop. Basically, if Akatsu gets his hands on Yagami, I think that he can just straight up kill him. And I don't want that to happen. So, sorry, let me go back over here. Let's have some... We've not had a luxury yakiniku bento. Let's have that. And then maybe a tuna and egg sandwich or two. And then, I'll tell you what, this is exactly the sort of situation we'd want to have a super strength extract, I would think. Damn it!
Scared. Bastard. You're getting scared.
He tricked me by sidestepping slightly. Damn it!
Show me what you got!
No! I'll show you what I got. I got this stool. What do you think of this? He is unimpressed by my stool. Okay. I need another healthy Japanese meal here. Let's have some... Oh, let's have some pork kimchi ramen. Lots of carbs. That should help fuel the fight, yeah? Damn it! Thanks for the help, Higashi. That was me. Okay, I was mid-dodge. I just want you guys to know. No, do it! Damn it! Okay, yeah, hold on. While I'm lying face down in the linoleum, it's time to have some melon pon. I love the melon pon so much and the croquette pons. They're worth nothing. They give you no health at all. How about a club sandwich and whatever this is? No. Okay.
You can't run anymore, Akatsu. Can we talk now? Where's Soma? Where's he hiding?
I don't know. He moves around more than I do.
Really? Are you really just another one of his pawns? Just gonna cover for him and obey his every word?
Soma can tell when someone's lying. He's always been able to. I won't be able to get away with bullshitting him. Friend or foe, if he finds a traitor, he stomps the rat dead. He can sniff out the faintest scent of betrayal. That's why I've always told him the truth. No point trying to BS him. In this business, nothing beats the ability to detect liars.
You serious right now? You're buying into some bullshit rumors, dumbass.
You just don't fucking get it, man. He can practically see the future. He was the first to bail from the Tojo clan. And usually, you need a shit ton of money to leave a clan if you don't want to be killed. That's what it's like to be a Yakuza.
Huh. Remember who you're talking to, asshole.
But Soma, he somehow knew there was no future for the Tojo, so he jumped ship. With no money and not even a word to the bosses, just up and left.
There's no way he could get away with that.
That's what I thought. I said the same thing to him when he was leaving. I warned him, they'll fucking erase you. The bastard just laughed. He said the clan was finished. No way could they kill him. Then he had the balls to give me advice. Said I should get out too and not worry about it.
What did he mean by that?
By that point, the Tojo clan didn't have the resources to properly deal with defectors. Soma understood that. And sure enough, he left without a word, and nobody ever tried to fuck with him.
It's true. Soma was the first guy to slip out. No doubt the dude knew what was up.
While the Tojo clan was limping to its grave, Soma went underground and built the arcade network all by himself.
And that's how you became his errand boy.
What do you expect? I can't control Soma. I'm just the public face of RK. He holds the reins. I've been cool with that ever since I joined.
At least you're enough of a man to admit what you are.
Akatsu, Soma's being used by public security. Did you know that?
Public security?
Why was Soma looking for Shinya Kawai and Kamurocho?
I don't know. All I heard was somebody hired him to do that.
Why is he after Kawana? How are Soma and public security linked? Give me something. Doesn't it at least ring a bell?
I don't know, man. The fuck you mean ring a bell? I don't know shit.
Wait. Nah. But maybe.
What is it?
Doc, is it possible that Soma himself is public security?
Yes.
Soma working in public security? What do you mean?
Well, public security trains people to become spies, so they can infiltrate and collect intel. Right-wing, left-wing, anti-establishment citizens groups. You get the picture. They usually try to find a weak spot in the org. Someone they can turn to their side.
True, public security is an intelligence agency that uses spies all the time, but how is Soma part of that? Before we go on, I didn't walk into this building with this suspicion, but as soon as he said Soma can practically see the future and he was the first guy out, I started to think to myself, wow, that sounds like he knew a lot more than any one individual could know about the state of the Tojo clan. We also have every reason to believe that public security, like previously it's been established that public security wants to protect RK because RK is a valuable source of intelligence for them. If Soma is public security, if public security is running an underground criminal ring and everybody, they're all reporting to Soma, who in turn is reporting to public security, it all matches up.
So yeah, that's one way to do it. But sometimes a cop who's already in public security goes undercover to infiltrate something like a Yakuza organization. What you get is a Yakuza who knows everything about the police and would be super good at sniffing out liars.
You're saying Soma is actually an undercover agent?
You heard what this fool said. Soma figured out the Tojo clan didn't have a future, so he ditched them. You think some street punk's got that kind of foresight? He couldn't, unless he had intel from the law. That'd be a different beast. He'd have to know the Tojo clan and Kamurocho like the back of his hand.
Including knowing that the Tojo clan would dissolve soon.
Yep. And then after he gets out, what does he do next? He makes a place for all the Yakuza coming out of the Tojo clan to find each other, right? Where public security can easily monitor them. That's why RK is still coming to ex-Tojo clan Yakuza like me.
In other words, RK was founded by public security to manage all the displaced Yakuza?
Sure as hell sounds like their MO. No matter how many crime rings they bring down, another always pops up in its place. This way, public security doesn't have to start from scratch. They can just keep tabs on all the free agents.
But it's mind-blowing that they'd install their own leader.
Sure as hell sounds like collusion to me.
Soma? An undercover public security agent? Shit. We gotta move! Cut the fucking chit-chat!
Why?
He's gotta be fucking listening in on us right now! If he's public security and heard all that...
Get your shit together, Akatsu. What does it matter?
Don't you get it? There's no way he'd want anyone else to fucking know!
Stop shooting!
Damn it. They found us.
Well, fortunately for you, they don't seem too interested in us. As Sam Leonard says, that confirms it. Yeah, I guess I'm approximately as smart as Kaito, because we figured it out at the exact same moment. Okay, so... yeah, we'll just go over the oldest save here. Oh, so as always, as we kick off chapter 12, we're going to get some sort of like a story tone setting recap. So let's watch this together.
To return justice to the courtroom, Yagami makes a series of bold moves. However, Bondo, the man behind public security, makes a power play of his own, and the murderous Soma is still at large. Soma is believed to be a plant from public security, but that knowledge comes at a fatal price.
Also, thumbs up to Akatsu, who was the only person in the room who worked out that if what they were saying was true, they were all in imminent danger. If only Yagami and Kaito had, like, realized that as well. Yeah, Samalander, that was the exact moment that I was describing in the last episode.
Two shooters were dressed as policemen?
Yes, they're the ones who shot Akatsu.
They couldn't have been real officers, though, right?
Yeah. I'm guessing Soma gave uniforms to two of his own guys. Regardless of their affiliation, they were there on Soma's orders. Kaito-san's theory is that he's actually a public security agent.
Get this, Todd. In America, they call people who go undercover moles.
Moles, huh?
If this really was public security, I can't believe they'd go so far as murder.
Soma probably thinks he's backed into a corner. Word got out he's been a plant since his Tojo days. Not even being the head honcho will save him. He'd be nothing but a rat. And RK's got plenty of ex-Tojo in it who'd want his head for that.
I hadn't considered that.
Those fake cops tried to take us out too. They'll silence anyone who gets in the way.
Hey, you think your office could post some officers at Genda's? At least for tonight.
Sure, I can get that arranged.
Shouldn't you guys have protection too, though?
I appreciate the concern. But Kaito-san and Higashi are ex-Yakuza. Not exactly a good mix, you know?
Yeah. Not happening.
You said it. Thanks, but no thanks.
Soma's probably gonna head even deeper underground after all this. But if we can track him down, we'll get the dirt on public security we need. Then we can do right by Sawa-sensei, and even bring Kawana and Reiko Kusamoto to justice.
Alright, we get it. Let's walk Saori-san back to her office first, though. We'll save the rest for tomorrow.
Good idea. Don't worry, Saori-san. You should be safe from here on.
Ah, what gives, Saori? You change up your look and the guys line up to protect you?
Maybe you should put some effort into it once in a while yourself.
Are you telling me this isn't effort?
Let's walk Saori-san back to Genda Law office. We can continue the conversation there. And I assume we're going to get some dialogue here on the... No, hold on, we can talk to everybody.
Yagami-kun, you had it out with Prosecutor Takano the other day, right? Truth be told, he's in a precarious position right now. He only set out to do his job, but people are starting to think he was played for an alibi. It's not the best look for our office. Public opinion of us isn't as high as it once was.
Well, I mean, your office should really stop messing up. But I'll just share, if you had asked me, if I had thought to say it, coming into a sequel of Judgment, I would have wagered cash money that the story would have focused much more heavily on the relationship between Yagami and Mafiu. I'm glad to see her again. It's just, I'm sort of bewildered that they have a character who's so important in Yagami's life, who's on the opposite side of sort of the legal profession. She works for the prosecutor's office instead of the defense office where Yagami works. The two of them clearly have some sort of like unentirely described personal history, and they just don't do anything with that at all. It's very curious to me.
With Aniki on your side, you don't need me out there. Besides, I should show up to work sometimes.
Okay, now, a combination of Markintosh and Samalander have gotten together. Markintosh used Google Translate to pull the kanji off of the tablet that Yagami was holding up, and then Samalander says that Rogue, his wife, says the message on the iPad says, "I know blank sensei, please don't raise your voice," and Markintosh is clarifying that it's Kitakata sensei. Okay, so, I knew it was, or I had reason to suspect it was something similar to that, but I'm just glad to know what it is. It is surprising to me that even with subtitles turned off, they didn't give us any indication as to what Yagami was holding up. And as I said last episode, I was reasonably sure it was something like, you're bugged, don't say anything, I'm a friend, something like that. Oh, and Markintosh is saying the second page had your smartphone is being tapped by public security. Okay, there's thugs here. I think that Sari-san has had enough thuggery for tonight. We're gonna try to go around them. Oh, Markintosh is saying that wasn't shown this time. Similar thing, so it probably is please don't speak. Before I go upstairs, without saying anything specific about it, season 2 of, or was it season 1 of The Boys on Amazon, a show that I breathlessly love and highly recommend to everyone with a stomach for extreme violence, had like an entire conversation, like multiple scenes between two characters who are not speaking English. I don't remember offhand if it's like Korean or Japanese. I think it's established in the lore, but like long scenes of them talking to each other and just no subtitles to describe what they're doing. And you have to manually turn on subtitles. It's a very curious decision.
Oh, hey. Heard it was a rough night. You all right?
When I heard Akatsu was shot, I just froze. All I could think was, what if something happened to Saori-san?
Couldn't spare a thought for us?
Well, we're glad everyone's safe.
Yeah, but Soma got the jump on us. He's a bigger threat than we thought.
What do you mean by that?
We think he's working undercover for public security.
Undercover?
It's a new development. I'm sure it puts a damper on Genda-sensei and Hoshino-kun's big night out.
Huh? Well, I only showed up because Hoshino-kun talked me into it.
You said you wanted to see what it was like in there, too!
Did I really? I don't recall that.
Incredible. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go change.
To put it lightly, looks like you guys are in for the cold shoulder for a while.
They really did act like asses. Also, Sam Lander saying, per Rogue, Japanese is very context heavy.
What you say is true. A public security agent is scooping up thugs into RK.
Yeah, and his name's Kazuki Soma. We haven't confirmed it yet. But if he really is an undercover agent, then everything starts to make sense. Public security gets to use RK as their pawns, who feed them intel from the streets.
All those scumbags are just working for public security without even knowing it.
But that setup is exactly what let Soma and RK grow so successful in the first place. For example, I'm sure the guys who killed Akatsu are RK, but they were definitely decked out in real police gear. Soma's role in public security would make getting that gear easy.
If that's true, we can't trust anyone in uniform now. Should we be concerned about the police downstairs?
Don't worry. They're here thanks to Mafia.
All things considered, can't the police do anything about Soma?
Well, according to public security, there's no one by that name on record, so that's a dead end.
They must have wiped him from their files already.
Soma had to have been in the Tojo clan for 10 years minimum. He and Akatsu were both in the Nikkyo Consortium. Higashi knows more about that stuff than me, though.
Okay, we'll ask him about it tomorrow then.
Sounds good.
I guess that's it for tonight. Let's head back to the agency and rest up. talk to people.
I'll reach out to Higashi. We can meet at Charles tomorrow. Hopefully to get some sort of lead on Soma.
Saori-san's glow-up sure was something, but I think she looks great in her work outfits, too. This is the best law office in the world.
Okay.
We've finally caught a glimpse of our real opponent. And public security's a mighty big one at that. Be careful out there.
If Soma truly is working for public security, finding him before he finds us isn't guaranteed. But if we'd captured Akutsu alive, then we could have... It's frustrating.
I love that everybody's talking about the case except for Hoshino. And also, not for nothing, but where did Saori get changed? Like, she walked over here, so did she walk? Oh, there's a door back there. Okay, let's assume that she went into the restroom that's back there. It's like, it's not that big of an office. They don't seem to have a lot of, like, nooks. Sam Lerner thinks that she should, that Hoshino should stop harassing Saori. Yeah, like, guys, it's okay to, like, have a crush on someone, but you can also, like, keep it to yourself, especially when it's not reciprocated.
Excuse me.
I think you dropped this. My two-shot photo from Milk-chan. This is more important to me than my life. Thank you for getting this back to me. Here's some sturdy plastic. Okay, so we've reached a little bit of a break in the story. It's nighttime. Let's say that Yagami decides that he's gonna go drink away some of the stress of the day and head over to Girls Bite and or the motorcycle club. Let's go here. Markintosh is saying she probably did it like The Sims. Yep, walked an indeterminate distance away from wherever she was standing and then went whoosh. By the way, I noticed that people who play The Sims often complain about how long it takes The Sims to do things like go to the bathroom, like how many minutes on the clock go by. Curiously, I've never seen anybody complain about how quickly they can do other tasks, like getting changed. Almost as though the amount of time that they spend on the toilet is averaged out around the instantaneous way that they can do other things to just sort of simulate a generalized getting ready for something period in time. It's a small point, but I'm like, okay, guys, relax. Shit. Okay, I think we made it away. Because if Yagami's in combat mode, he cannot ride a skateboard. Okay, no, this is blue. Actually, it looks like we've got two blue things here. Should I pay the 2,000 yen cover charge? Yes, indeed. Someone says, boss makes $1. I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time. All right. Well, I guess we can talk to Miyu. Yagami-tan, I'm glad to see you again today.
Miyu-chan.
Any news on the stalker since last time? Yeah, about that. I actually moved. Only, well, don't tell me. Is someone still leaking your info? Yeah, it's actually getting even worse. Like exactly what time and where I'm going, or what movie I watched. Which public bathroom I use, and where I go to read in public.
Huh?
Wow, those are some serious details. Yagami, you seem to have, like, time on your hand to drink. Maybe you could, like, offer your services as a private investigator to figure this out? You ever catch anyone suspicious looking at you? You keep your curtains open at home? I've been trying to be extra careful lately, but no one's suspicious. I keep all my curtains and blinds shut. I'm super scared. Even still, how the hell does the culprit know everything she does wherever she goes? Is someone listening in on her? Maybe someone bugged something she carries on her all the time. Could be the case. If she was at home or anywhere else, it's the perfect way to eavesdrop on a whim. If only she knew someone who had some sort of a bug detector on them right now.
Hey.
Miyu-chan, have you got a favorite bag? Oh, totes. Here, let me show you. This one's my favorite. There's a bunch of people around. How about we head outside and have a look? Okay, let's take a closer look with the detector. Oh, good, he has had that idea. Also, I'm just saying, if I was Miyu and I had met Yagami, who started coming around and talking to me a whole bunch, and then around that same time, a stalker was going on, and then Yagami decided that he wanted to see me outside away from everybody, I might not feel too comfortable about that. Let's go to, like, we know that Yagami's on the up and up, but she wouldn't. Let's go to detector.
Here we go.
I think we found something. I'm getting a response coming from nearby, but it's not coming from the bag. All right. Don't take this personally. Well, where is it coming from? Is it something in the bag, then? Can I talk to her about it? No. All right. Doesn't sound like anything. Okay, is it like her shoes then or something?
Bingo.
Wait, it is! Her shoes, maybe. Could those be bugged? Miyu-chan, are those your favorite shoes?
Oh, yeah.
Totes, they always put me in the best mood. Do you wear them out often? Yep, you'll always catch me wearing these. They're just so comfy. The shoes, huh? Which means there's a chance we're being listened to right now. Gotta act natural for the time being. Yagami, you're like asking a bunch of detailed questions about her shoes. Whoever's listening might suspect that you're onto them. Those are some cute shoes. Thanks, Yagami-chan. Yagami-chan, you've got good taste. If I'm gonna warn her about the shoes, I need to convince her to take them off and step away from them. Then I can safely tell her about the bug from a distance. Boy, can you imagine metaphorically being in Miyu's shoes right now? Like, I would run screaming from this man.
Miyu-chan.
Hey, Miyu-chan. Check this out. What is it? You've been bugged. Sorry to ask, but take your shoes off, and we'll talk somewhere further away. Oh my god. Miyu's taser would be in Yagami's neck by this time. Oh, she has a different set of shoes. Miyu-chan, what are those shoes? I borrowed them from one of the girls. Well, I left her a note saying I would. Right. Yagami-tan, is it true? Was I really bugged?
Yeah.
Looks like someone placed it in your favorite shoes.
What?
Me shoes? That's why you had me take them off. Yeah. Did you buy those shoes, Miyu-chan? Well, It wasn't from one of your fans, was it? No. I refuse to believe it.
But...
I'm sorry, but the fact of the matter is that someone bugged you. You can't ignore this anymore. What if it's just a mistake? What if the person who gave it to me didn't know? Do you want to test it then? Test it?
Yeah.
That's right. We're going to pretend like you haven't noticed you've been bugged yet. Then you'll pull a fast one on them. We'll stage a fake call, and you'll act like you've just set a date with some guy. If the culprit's listening, they might show up, and when they do, I'll chase them down and get some answers, and probably kick things in the back of their head.
Miyu-chan.
This is starting to get dangerous for you. Let's get to the bottom of this together. Okay, I'll help. Great, then once you have your shoes on, just head outside and I'll give you a call. Ronan's saying, did you already finish Ayaha? I don't think so. I think that she was going to come back to the bar and be more interested in otaku stuff, but I don't know. We haven't seen her recently. We haven't seen her since, like, the last conversation. Maybe we reached maximum Ayaha. I'm not sure. Okay, now say something about meeting up at Ahamakita Park and toss in some sappy stuff you'd say to your boyfriend, will you? Again, I hate to over-egg this, but, like... Yagami, like, focusing on his shoes, why don't you take them off, come a short distance away from the other people, now say sappy things to me on the telephone. We all know that he's on the up and up. It's just, if I was on the other side of this, I'd be like, no, you get away from me, I'm gonna call the police. Totes, Hamakita Park in 20 minutes, I'll see you there. I can't wait to see my Princey Wincy. I love you so much. Ready, Miyu-chan?
Oh.
I'll be watching from nearby. If someone shady approaches you, I'll come running up immediately. Dot, 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 dot. Also, don't wear other people's shoes without their permission, or at all. And when did she get changed? Sorry, I just have so many questions about this. Okay. Is that? Yeah, that's the, that's her mentor, isn't it? That person's clearly trying to take photos of Miyu-chan. Okay, time to crack down. It's either the mentor person or the, and I think it's the mentor person. It looks like her to me. Or the fan guy, but I think it's the mentor. You, what are you doing? Suspicious person.
Hey!
What?
You won't get away.
Just be sure to, whoops, cross the crosswalks, Yagami.
Hold up.
It's interesting to me that, whoops, even if you do these chases exactly right, I've noticed that they do tend to loop around on each other. Like, even if you don't make any mistakes. No, right. It always feels like they wind up back where they started, like the person who's running away. Isn't particularly interested in getting away. But I could also be wrong, because a lot of times I'm just focused on the button prompt, and maybe we are always going to new areas. Okay. Get stamina recharge. Yeah, like this feels like the tackle.
Give it up already.
Oh, interesting. He didn't do his, like, full-on body tackle. Now, 50,000 yen for catching the suspect. You're Miyu-chan senpai, Milky-san, right? You're the stalker? Don't you move. I'm calling Miyu-chan over and you're gonna explain everything.
Yagami-chan!
Huh? Milky-senpai? No way, it can't be. Please don't tell me those bugged shoes are... Yeah, they are. Milky-senpai bought them for me when we went out. Well, damn.
Hey.
Hey, why'd you bug Miyu-chan's shoes? Why'd you go around leaking her info all over chatter? I was threatened by Miyu. Threatened? What are you talking about? This girl debuted barely 6 months ago, but she already got so big she nearly sells out her shows. Guess the ditzy weirdo persona really took off. If I didn't do something, she would have outshined me in no time. And that's why I wanted to expose the other side of you, the ugly side. Show everyone that innocent little idol's true colors and plaster it all over the internet. Then every fan who's ever looked up to you would hate you and think you're the grossest.
What?
The only thing is, no matter how many times I listened in, you never once showed another side. You'd watch your senpai's videos every night, cheering them on, and every time you called your friends, you always sang your rival's praises. I couldn't believe it. I searched as hard as I could, but I couldn't find a speck of dirt on you. So you changed plans and pretended to be a stalker? You put her personal info out on chatter like you had an inside view into her life. You hoped Miyu-chan would get scared so badly by the stalker that she'd quit being an idol, right? That's right! Oh! You can tell us all about it down at the station. Damn it! Let me go! Hey, come along quietly. But why? Miyu-chan. I can't. I really love the fact that apparently Miyu-chan thought that she actually had a dress for the date. She could have just shown up. It was coming directly from work. It really wasn't necessary to deliver on the ruse. Oh, Ronan is saying thank God for the... Oh, the senpai she admired so much was the one behind all this. Can't blame her for being shocked by it. She might need some time before she's okay. I don't know if this is going to auto-advance, but Ronan was pointing out, I don't remember calling the police. Apparently the police officer said, "Hey, look!" and grabbed the closest person in a hat. Tanabukuro. So this is the other guy I thought it might be, just because he was so into it. It's Miyu-chan! Miyu-chan! Tanabukuro-tan, Saitama-tan, Toyama-tan, why are you all here? You haven't been yourself lately, have you, Miyu-chan? It was because of that Chatterstalker, right? We've been so worried about you this whole time. We couldn't bear the thought of our Miyu-Miyu in danger. So we've decided every night we're gonna pick you up and see you off.
What?
What? This is 1,000 times worse. We'll protect you, Miyu-chan. Oh, shit. Even if we have to put our lives on the line. Yeah! Thank you, everyone, but the whole stalker thing's all okay now. Everything's fixed. No way! Really?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm okay. Honest. Good. It's such a relief to hear. Yeah, thank goodness we get to see Miyu-chan's smiling face again. You said it. Her smile and her songs give us our energy. Me smile? Bye now, Miyu-chan. See you at your next show. See, they do seem harmless. Like, oh, okay, it's cool. All right, bye. See you at your next, like, actual event. Sounded like quite the commotion. Yagami-tan, I don't think I can be sad right now.
Huh?
The incredible fans are waiting for me, so I can't just mope around, can I?
Yeah.
Guess you're right. Okay then, I'm on my way to become the greatest idol there is. I have to do my very best. I was a little worried about you there for a minute, Miyu-chan, but looks like you're gonna be just fine. Boy, if we had done this before we did the dance thing, do you think Yagami would have, like, arrested that stalker? Okay, so we are at maximum Miyu. Circumstances aside, Miyu-chan's stalker problem is over. I'm just glad to see her back on her feet. And wearing her own shoes for a change. I'd like to talk to Emily-chan again. Think I'll head back over to Girls Bite. But it might be something of a journey. I'm not sure if I'll have time to make it there before the sun comes up. Yes. They got a real racket going on here for, like, the detective crowd. If you want to solve all the mysteries, you have to pay them tens of thousands of yen every time you want to do the cover charge.
Nakata!
Oh, Nakata. It's Yagami, not Nakata.
Hey!
What brings you by, Nakata? What? I mean, having drinks with girls. You into girls, Nakata?
Huh?
What? Girls. Do you like them? How do I answer the right way? I mean, there's no shame in liking women. I don't know. Of course I do. Of course I like women. I wouldn't be at a girls' bar if I didn't. You're honest, Nakata. I like honest guys.
Huh?
Oh, do you? Nakata, I'm a human lie detector.
Are you serious?
You can tell if someone's lying, really?
Yeah.
Sure can. I just don't have an accent for her at all. It's not even close. That's why I was wondering if you were really here for fun, Nakata. Crap. Did she just figure out that I'm here undercover? See you around. That girl's a walking mystery. Okay, so I don't know. So Ayaha is not here, and I don't know if we're done with her. So let's check Yagami's rep.
I'd say you're about...
Yeah, okay, so there's something going on with Ayaha. So we have to, like, do something with her. Talking to you. You're still nowhere close to Kintaro H. Mori. The H stands for happy. Anyway, keep it up and you'll be a true regular in no time. If you're unsure about anything at all, pardon me, don't hesitate to ask. You know what we haven't done at all is play darts. I thought that was going to be a much more, like, mandatory part of this whole adventure. So here's the bummer. I just paid $2,000 to come in here. Let me talk to Emily-chan. She'll probably not have, yeah. She doesn't have anything to say. We've already maxed out Haruko. Hold on, let me just make sure that I didn't miss something.
I'd say you're about...
Yeah, Haruko and Miyu are maxed out. Ayaha is not present, which isn't that cool because now I paid $2,000 to come in here, and I guess I don't have to be here, which is weird. Hello to Blobdy and Drienne. Drienne, I saw that Glomdy is playing Dark Souls. Has Glomdy played Dark Souls before? And what overall do they think of it so far? I really don't want to play darts. She just doesn't seem to be here, so I guess I'll leave. Maybe I had to have that conversation with Emily, and now Ayaha will come back. All right. Yeah, so there is a blue folder here, so I'm going to go right back inside. I feel like they should really stamp Yagami's hand so he doesn't have to pay... Well, I feel this way. I can see why they don't stamp his hand. There she is.
Yagami-san!
Hey, Yagami-san. Welcome. I never would have imagined you were a Captain Cop fan too, Ayaha-chan. What a pleasant surprise. I've been a fan since the very first one. You started as a second gen fan, right? Right? Kawaguchi? Yes. Is that a problem?
Aww.
Well, the community's split over that, but since you're a first gen fan, I'll let it slide. You're pretty hardcore. Yeah. Sounds like you're already getting into it. Hey, when are you gonna jump on the Captain Cop train, Sakamoto-san? Never. That's when. I'll take my period traumas and even the newer traumas, thank you very much. Like watching Emily in Paris. Oh, he's gone. But I saw Sakamoto-san watching Captain Cop during his lunch break. He was even tearing up. Huh? For real? Yup. Actually, he was already on the final episode on his lunch break the next day. He probably kept watching after he got home. So he went in head first then. So, have you started watching it yet, Yagami-san? Huh? Well, it's not really my thing. Also, Yagami, you know Captain Cop. It's Kaito, or at least according to that one kid it was. We can't have that. You gotta watch too, Yagami-san. I have every episode. You can borrow them. No, it's just I'm really busy, plus I don't even have a TV at home. Then I'll just have to lend you a TV and a DVD player too. Huh? What? But then how are you going to watch it? I have a dedicated set of DVDs for the sole purpose of spreading the word. Actually, I should buy another TV and DVD player to spread it even harder. Whoa, you're not joking, are you? Never underestimate otaku power, I guess. Ayaha-chan, let's do the thing. Oh, they're gonna do it. Guys, they're gonna do the Captain Cop thing. Oh, hell yeah. Do it, but no, stand shoulder to shoulder. Do it like it's line dancing. What thing? Yagami, you know what it is. Captain Cop's henshin pose. Hey, why don't you do it with us, Yagami-san? Yes! No, wait, what? Do I have to? Come on your feet. Once you do it, you'll understand how awesome it is. Yes! Okay, here we go. Ready? Steady? Captain Cop! Change! Gotta find the professor. Woo! That was seriously super freaking amazing. Aya-chan, doesn't this remind you of that scene in the first movie when Captain Cops 1 through 3 are all together? By the way, like, I'm dead serious. There's actually like a Power Rangers event where they got like all of the red Power Rangers, like from every version of Power Rangers. There's one, like, is it an episode, I think, of like this giant red Power Ranger reunion? It's so, okay, anyway, totally. Yagami-san looks just like the third, too. Do I? Guess we're all Captain Cop buddies now. They just made me one of them. Which means we're all BFFs now. This party can't stop now. Come on, everyone. We're getting fucked up. Cheers! Yeah, as Sam Lander was noting, the only way to complete was another $2,000. Dren saying, I think Glomdy, have played a little bit of Dark Souls in the past. They presently have died 2 times, but seems to be having a good time. Only 2 times means that they're having a very good time, I would say. Sam Lander says, I've met this person in real life. They're exhausting to be around. What, like somebody who's just like a constant evangelist for some sort of entertainment product? Oh my God. Speaking of which, hold on. Oh, we have to take a brief intermission because Drienne, I kept reading that R.A. Salvatore book. It gets worse. It gets worse, okay? So, I'm sorry, but like 3 minutes, you guys, while I spoil the ongoing adventures of Drizzt Do'Urden in the fucking Crystal Shard. I'm just saying, I'm not kidding. So, evil wizard, giant crystal base, Drizzt Do'Urden takes his Phantom Panther and finds a way in, and as you can imagine, just like murders everybody and goes inside. And then the wizard, for reasons unknown, again, he's super powerful. Imagine Sauron with the One Ring on his side, and he runs away. And he goes into the room where the actual titular Crystal Shard is. And he literally says to Drizzt Do'Urden, "Ha ha! Here it is, Drizzt Do'Urden, the source of all my power. The thing, the MacGuffin that has driven the entire adventure is right here in front of you, but there's nothing you can do about it. Strike it with your most powerful blow and you won't even be able to scratch the finish. Misery befall you. You have nothing. Wait, what are you doing?" And like across like 2 pages, it methodically describes as Drizzt Do'Urden sort of sizes it up, strokes his chin a little bit. And he takes off his backpack, and he puts it... No, Drizzt Do'Urden, I said that you should attack it! What is this? You cut that out right now! And he sort of rifles through his bag. No, what's this, an old chicken bone? No, he throws that away, takes it out. And I'm also, guys, I'm dead serious. The crystal itself, which is psionic, it is a personality and it can talk to the wizard, says, excuse me, remember that death beam that I established that you were able to do much earlier in the story? The beam that kills whatever you shoot it at? Shoot that at that guy right now. And then there's one sentence that explains why he doesn't do that. He was scared. He was scared to do the instant death beam as Drizzt Do'Urden rifles through his bag and he pulls out a pouch and he walks up to the Crystal Shard and he goes, interesting. He sort of sizes it up like he's Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom or fucking whatever. And then he turns, he can't touch it because there's like an invisible shield, but he knew there was going to be an invisible shield over it. So then he turns over the bag and it was full of flour, cooking flour. Why was he carrying that? Well, it was sentimental. It was sentimental. It had great sentimental value to him, the cooking flour. And he dumped it over the crystal, and because the crystal could no longer absorb sunlight, it shut off. And then he took it, and he put it into the bag, and that was the fight. I hate this book so much. I hate it so much. Like, Is it lampshading if you don't actually, like, provide any rational reason why the wizard doesn't just strike him dead using the instant death beam that the author goes out of his way to remind you that he is capable of doing? Why did he go into that room? Why didn't he take the crystal shard and leave? Why did he point it out to Drizzt and say, look at it, there's nothing you can do about that, and then proceed to stand there while Drizzt eventually does something about it? I hate this book so much. I'm so close to being done. And you might say, well, wait a second, Angel always talks about, like, he'd quit a game if he hated it this much. Why is he going through? Because, like, I feel like the time investment in it is such that I do want to be able to say that I have read one full R.A. Salvatore book from start to finish. But, man, fuck this book. Fuck it. Fuck the book. And then we have to continue playing. Drienne is laughing. Drienne, I brought this up to Drienne because Drienne helped me to, like, determine which, like, R.A. Salvatore book was, like, the first one. Like, what's the first Drizzt Do'Urden book? And There Will Be No More. I'm, like, I want to finish this book, but, like, the most charitable reading I can give this book, for real, like, let's talk seriously. I was dead serious on everything I just said, but I think it's just aimed at a much, much younger age group than me. I think that it's probably best enjoyed by, like, the 10 to 13-year-olds, if I had to guess. The language doesn't exactly belie that, and parts of it are so boring. It's so boring as he just, like, lays out what all these different groups and armies and ships are doing, and like, who the fuck cares? Because none of it matters. None of it ever matters. But I think ultimately, if you are, like, 12, you might think that this is okay, but you get much beyond that, and your time would be better spent on virtually any other thing, including NFTs. Like, I'm so over this book. And that's it. I'm not going to continue to review R.A. Salvatore. It is a Lost Judgment stream. Aya-chan seems happier now that she's honest about who she is. Feels like the whole thing has brought us closer. Hopefully I get a chance to talk to Emily-chan some more. Better head back to Girl Bite. Yagami, why did you walk outside, though? Now you have to pay $2,000 to go back in it. Fuck it. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a motorcycle race, and then we're gonna go back and continue the main story. Triana's laughing so hard. I've always held such an incredibly low opinion of, R.A. Salvatore's writing, which is intended for adults. Is it really? Jesus. For some reason, so I don't think that I can do this and read at the same time. For some reason, yeah, no, he's swerving too much, and also I'm not going the right way. His books are beloved. I've never found someone so eloquently explain why I loathe his books ever again. Yeah, I might just run, because he can do this and fairly run in a straight line. Thank you, Angel. And then Sam Lander says, I still wonder if this was his home game, that he just cut out the 8 hours of in real life of the Drizzt character unsuccessfully attacking the crystal and goes straight to where the GM gives up and explains to R.A. how to win. I honestly think, like again, real talk, I think that this might represent an actual, in real world D&D adventure that R.A. Salvatore and his friends did. And oh wait, I have to sober up. I forgot, I was gonna avoid the fights, but Yagami can't, like, drink and drive, which I actually really like. Oh, okay. Oh, shit, I didn't do the Drunken Master thing.
Really, guys?
Hey. Like, the character archetypes in the Crystal Shard are specific enough that I'm like, I bet whoever played Wolfgar was a little bit older and maybe a little bit more experience than R.A. Salvatore and his friends, and he joined the adventure a little bit later, so they had to like write in a reason for where he came from and stuff. But the guy that played Regis the Halfling,
Excuse me.
like he kept missing sessions, so they just like hand waved that he was super lazy and just like sleeping in a field. Like it all sort of fits together where I can envision the personality types of R.A. Salvatore's like youthful friends when he was like in middle school himself. I think you dropped this, stamp card, hit mysterious bulb. Okay. I need to get into one more fight. So, stop it. So that I can, sober up. We gotta do that drunken master move, and if we do it right, we won't even have to fight these guys. Stop it, Yagami. Drunken master. Do it, Yagami. Does it be in a different stance? Okay. Let's see. So it's usually just like triangle, and like on a random triangle, Yagami will do his drunken master shtick.
And stay down.
And the reason that I tend to, like, when we've talked about these, like this book in relation to the Admiral Thrawn trilogy, is that in both cases they're authors that are really well respected, that are working inside like an existing franchise, like an existing rule set, I guess we'll say, and are expanding what that universe has in it with additional characters and events and so forth. And where Timothy Zahn takes existing and extremely recognizable and beloved characters and extends their story out beyond what was in the original Star Wars trilogy and makes them out to be smart, thoughtful, observant actors with agency in their own lives who sometimes make imperfect choices. No, don't you shoot me with that. R.A. Salvatore's characters are absolutely paper thin and are routinely doing things that they have no earthly reason to do. And somehow everything always just magically works out for them. They are exactly the opposite in... Oh, hello. This won't sober me up, but it'll feel good. Feel good for me. Sorry, I should have been more clear.
Really, guys?
Oh, wait. Can't we, like... Isn't there, like, a drink we can have that'll be, like, less drunkenness? I'm pretty sure, like, these will do it. Let me try to have this. Yeah! Okay. Word to the wise, kids. If you're ever drunk, just have some orange juice. Sobers you right up. Alright, now we can go here. Should have just done that in the first place. Ronan says you killed that man. I feel like the thugs in Lost Judgment... Okay, so this is our new ride. Yeah, and we already upgraded it, so let's just jump right into it. The thugs in Lost Judgment play by Batman rules.
Yagamichi!
Yo, Yagamichi, you're finally racing against the Ghost Crew.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
Akatsu-san. Akatsuka? The vice rep of Made in Heaven?
Nice to meet you.
Yo, that's right. I'm Masaru Akatsuka. I know I'm late to this party, but it's nice to meet you anyways.
It's me.
Yagami, pleasure.
Hey, not bad.
Gotta say, even after you beat Bomber, I was still stunned when you pulled out a win against Minagawa. The Yagami faction is starting to look like a real gang now, eh? A little bit of a hodgepodge, but yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, each person's just doing whatever they want to do. I wouldn't call it a real gang. That's what everyone thinks when the gang's first starting to come together. Same thing happened with Made in Heaven. Everyone was lured in by the charismatic Reiji Murasaki. Before they knew it, they were a cohesive group.
Hey.
Well, don't you have any qualms about my group? It's basically a new faction, after all. Nah, don't you remember what Suo said? Whoever rules the road writes the rules.
That's just how it is.
And that's exactly what you're doing. No one can criticize you, that's for sure. I see.
So how's that?
Honestly, Yagami, if you really wanted to, you could claim the title of official leader and direct the whole thing.
Huh?
Me? Leading that huge of a biker gang?
Yeah.
Sure. You'd be their rock, man. It's all true, Yagami G. Everyone would follow you. Could I really lead? Be their rock?
Nope.
Nope, sorry. It's not my thing. I just want to be free to ride. Oh. My goal is to disband Made in Heaven, not found in another motorcycle gang.
Come to think of it.
By the way, you're going up against Ghost, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't let your guard down.
Watch out for that guy, 'cause he's not like the others you faced. He won't hesitate to use violence. Does he swing a bat at you during the race or something? If only it stopped at that. Yeah, Drienne is also agreeing that Timothy Zahn writes some of the best books. I think there's going to be spoken dialogue. It's got miniguns.
When did Ghost have this many guys in his crew?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they've been doing some super fast recruiting lately. Heard they were even pulling teams from outside Ijinjo.
They are, huh?
Yeah, people who agree with Ghost's ideals of power and violent domination. Probably rounded up all the thugs you could find.
Sounds like I'm in for a tough crowd.
Guess that explains the sudden influx of meatheads on wheels.
What the?
That's a pretty elaborate welcome.
Yagami, you bastard. Better write up your will while you still can.
No need for that. I plan on staying alive.
Mikitaka, show this guy what's up.
Yes, sir. Yagami, FYI. My wheels are gonna grind you into dust.
You sound pretty confident there. Go ahead and try.
Ready to tear it up.
So this is the first time that we've used this Yagami's new moped. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. I meant to do like slam attack and... Oops. Okay. Oh! Okay, these guys are much more attacky than the other guys were. They weren't kidding. Oh, and they take more than one hit to take down, too. Interesting. But not more than two. All right, is this the last guy? I think he is. Last two guys. But yeah, in the Timothy Zahn books that I've read, the characters are smart, they're curious, they are paying attention to what's going on, they are making decisions based on the best information that they have. The best information that they have is often very incomplete. So there's a lot of narrative tension between what the reader knows versus what the characters know. But at no point are you confused about why the characters are doing what they're doing. The narrative tension comes from the completely inorganic mismatch between what the characters are trying to accomplish, what they know, and what other forces are going against them. And no one is perfect. And also, none of it is mystery box that I remember. Oops. Wow. Okay, I didn't realize. I haven't been paying attention to the turfs of the road, but there's some unfinished sections there. I'm very nervous about how far back I am. Wow. Okay. Is there a tell for that? I missed it. Okay. If he always yells about it, I'll be fine. And I've got enough turbo that I think that I can afford to burn some of it here. The characters make plans. The plans often don't work out. They'll work out to varying degrees. Oh, shit. Okay, just go. Yagami, just go. In a Timothy Zahn book, when something works out the way that it's supposed to, it feels like an earned victory because the characters had to go through multiple stages of information gathering and piecing together clues in order to get to whatever it is that is going to work out properly for them. They learn from their mistakes. They grow and adapt to changing information. None of these things ever happen in the R.A. Salvatore book that I just read.
There we go.
Yes. Shit. I win. You follow my orders now.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey.
There's something I want to ask you. What's that? Who's Ghost? You know him, don't you? I think you're one of his underlings, so out with it. Who is he? I honestly don't know. Seriously? Yeah, seriously. Not even Suo-san and Akatsuka-san know who he is. I don't think he's lying. No way he'd dishonor the team's ironclad rule. But one thing's for sure. Ghost is really, really hardcore.
Does that mean?
You mean in terms of his fighting skills?
Yeah.
Yeah. A while ago, we were all hanging out, just the gang, you know? And a few of the Yakuza guys picked a fight with us. The boss knocked out 10 of them, all by his fucking self.
Seriously?
That is pretty impressive.
Hey.
But if Ghost is so strong, why the heck hasn't he gone solo? Why is he still in the gang? If he's not down with Maiden Heaven's ideals, why doesn't he just found his own group? Good question. I don't know. But he does seem to like Maiden Heaven overall. He just wants to change some of the rules. At least that's what he said. Which rules?
Yo!
Nikitoro, why'd you get so chatty?
Ghost-san! Hey, don't you lay a hand on Mikitaka. All he did was follow the winner's orders like he's supposed to.
Yagami.
The Yagami. Rules are made up by people. You let them control you too much, plus you're around, then you're just a pawn for others, don't you think?
What? Say again?
Maiden Heaven, in its modern form, is still bound by an outdated rule made up by Reiji Murasaki. We should strike that old useless rule and come up with a new one.
Sounds like you're trying to start a revolution?
That's right! A revolution! I'll break you.
Reiji Murasaki is dead, and he's been dead a long time. It's logical to destroy his damn rule already. And I'll do it with my own two hands.
What the hell? Is he that angry? Sounds you got some strong feelings about the first rep. Did you know Reiji Murasaki?
Oh, really?
There was a lot of useless chattering. Am I the only person in the world where sitting like that bothers your knees? Like, I do a lot of lower body exercises. Like, I've been shoveling all day long. No problem in the legs. But I don't know. That particular squatting thing has at all points in my life been like, oh, this is not comfortable. Is it possible he knew Reiji Murasaki personally? Who is this ghost guy, really? Well, it's not Reiji Murasaki, because his personality doesn't match up in any way, shape, or form with anything that we know. Okay, so that is enough motorcycling. Now we're going to go to... yeah, we're going to go back to what's it called. No, you guys, cut it out.
Oh, you morons.
Oh, Drian, thank you very much for the clip. No, Yagami, like, break his sword in half. Oh, I wanted to use the bike, too. Oh, I double backflip kicked that guy from across the railing. Sam Lynn says, my knees would murder me. Just attach themselves to my body and crawl screaming up my torso. Yeah, I don't feel like it's a matter of, like, leg muscle strength, because, like, I don't have a lot of things going for me in life, but I do have that. Like, my legs are fine in that regard. It's the joint. It's like, it's just not built to do that. No, get in, Yagami. Drive to a different part of the world. Yeah, Sam Leonard can't sit like that either. And it's not a balance thing either. Like, it's not like I'm gonna fall over. It's just like, ow, 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 ow. And before we go inside, I'm just gonna look at the school app. Oh, darn it. Is there like a Papo Mart or something? Ibisu Pawn? Well, hold on, let's sell our stuff. I mean, I wasn't thinking about it, but let's just go here and we will sell off some of the plates and stuff that we've picked up. I mostly want to make sure, now that we know how the economy works, or at least know this aspect of the economy, I want to make sure that we don't, like, fill up so that I can't pick stuff up. Alright, so we're going to sell the iron plates, and the paper plates, and the pocket tissues, and that's it. No, what do they sell here? It's probably just, like, stuff. Like, I doubt consumables. So, songs. Oh, nice! If you like the music played, you can actually put that on in Yagami's, apartment. I'm thinking maybe it's time to, like, 5,000 seems like pretty cheap for that. Oh, look at this. EX boost duration by 10% and EX gauge charge rate by 10%. Elbow protectors. And the training band. Well, the training band I'm already wearing. Yeah, I don't care about the bat. And then Master Turbo blueprints. I'm not gonna do that. Let me just look to see what gear Yagami's even wearing. Yeah. So we've got the inner top, which is +4 and +4, so I can probably like switch that out. Then I am using that what is this called? The accessory? Yeah, the training band. And I've had that on at all times. Even though it's negative attack, the SP earned is +10%. We're kind of reaching to the point in the game when, like, I just need to hit harder, I feel like. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But one thing we can definitely get, let's get, yeah, a better top and better bottom. And I feel like this guy sells both of those. Yeah, let's get this because it's way better. And I like these pants a lot. I know they're very expensive, but... Alright, and now... Oops. Let's put those on. Much like Sorry-san, we're just gonna Sims it up right in front of this guy. There we go. That's the one we just bought. And then we've got... Oh! I had better... Guys, I had better assist boxers for who knows how long and just didn't realize it. Oh, and they're much better, too. So this was... What I've been wearing was plus 5% attack. This one was plus 10% attack and 10% defense. Whoops. But let's... I actually like these pants better. I just dropped $100,000 and I actually like these other pants more. Because I like the 10%. Let's put on the ones that I just bought. How about that? Oops. You didn't want this pachinko ball, did you? Okay. Is this a Papo Mart? Yeah, let's just stop by the Papo Mart because I did eat some healing items in that fight with Akutsu, and then we'll go to sleep. I forgot about this part. Okay, so got it. Yep. Have 2 of those. Oh, nope, that's cat food. Yagami can't really eat that. Well, he could. I don't think it would agree with them. Yeah, and let's have some of this orange juice that he used to sober himself up. Whatever this is. Have some more of these. Hug bomb. If I remember correctly, aren't hug bombs, like, worthless? Don't they, like, not do anything? Okay, now we're going here. That was for sure the last thing that I needed to do. And Yagami, take a side street. It's fine. Oh, Yagami, you can do it. They can't follow you inside. It's against their code. Now, let me just check, because we did move into a new chapter. Nope, nothing new. There are at least 2 side cases that we'll want to do at some point, but those are back in Ijincho, and I don't know when they unlock. Let's head to Charles. It's time to ask Higashi about Soma Tojo's clan days. Soma's Tojo clan days. I believe, in my memory, Charles is that underground arcade that Higashi hangs out in all the time. I just thought of one other thing. Let me just go into items. We use a super strength extract, and I would like to... Uh-oh. No! I actually need 5 pocket tissues. Okay, we'll try to save those up. In the meantime, while in Tiger Style, the damage you deal is increased and damage dealt from charged attack is greatly increased. Okay, let's make this. But let's save up some pocket tissues. I was just selling them because it's been so long since we needed them. That's some good tasting extract made out of 5 packages of pocket tissues.
Let's go.
Okay, that was just lazy on my part. Oh, Markintosh needs to go to sleep. Well, Markintosh, if you're headed out now, I hope you have a great evening. I am definitely trying to make it to this next plot point. It just looks like it's going to be A little bit of a gauntlet of guys. Now, if I can skate past them without, tripping and falling, then we don't have to get involved in a fight. Is it down here? Yes, it is.
Hello?
Yagami, this is Tsukumo. We have a problem. The Yokohama Liumang were attacked this morning.
What? Attacked by who?
RK. They've been boosting their numbers in Ejinsho. They're probably hunting Kawana. Fortunately, he seems to have escaped them. But he's gone completely off the grid again.
How bad was it for the Liumang?
Several are wounded, according to Tesso-san.
Did any of them see Soma during the attack?
I haven't heard for certain. All I know is that it was total chaos.
I see. Okay.
What's the plan, Yagami?
I'm gonna dig into Soma's past. I feel like there's something there. Could you keep trying Kawana?
Your wish is my command. See you.
Now, Yagami's fought RK, and Yagami's fought the Liumang, and I'm just going to go on record to say that Tesso should have been able to wipe the floor with those RK fools. It's not a matter of numbers. I mean, he would have just diced them up with those claw hands of his.
What's up, Doc? Sorry, folks. My shift's starting. One of you take over.
Oh, I'll do it, Kaito.
Great. Don't forget to block. Got it?
I won't.
Markintosh, have a great night.
Oh, man.
Thank you so much
You're
for
a
hanging
rock
out.
Star to these kids.
Crazy, right? You should see Higashi with them, though.
Really?
Higashi-san, Yagami-sensei is here for you.
Lose that sensei shit, you idiot. No honorifics for assholes.
In that case, that Yagami asshole is here for you.
Talk about its emotion.
Right. Well, I do know a thing or two about Soma's Tojo clan days. He swore under the Nikkyo Consortium, direct family.
The Nikkyo Consortium was a pretty big deal. Even if they did bite the dust with the main family.
Right. Among them, Soma and Akutsu were both looking like officer candidates. Apparently, the Nikkyo's role in the family was to handle off-the-record dirty work. No matter how much they raked in, the higher-ups took their cut and left a mess. Those two got hung out to dry, basically. Nevertheless, they sucked it up and hoped they'd be the ones on top someday. But, as you know, the Tojo clan got hit hard, disbanding before they ever even got their shot. They devoted years to the family, all to get nothing in return.
I'd be willing to buy that for Akutsu. But if Kaito-san is right, Soma was working the Tojo clan from the inside for public security. That's how he knew sooner than anyone else that the Tojo was on the way out. Being undercover, he could see the writing on the wall and plan accordingly. That's why he founded the criminal network RK, so he could gather up and monitor all the ex-Yakuza at once.
Okay, now that you mention it, RK has been dipping into the shady side of Kamurocho. They're strong-arming anyone who acts without their blessing first. You want to do shady shit? You need an RK permit these days.
Yeah, that's why the Soma's an undercover agent theory makes sense to me. If we find a concrete link between him and public security, then we'll know for sure.
Evidence of Soma being an undercover agent within the Yakuza, we have to dig into his past for that.
Higashi, who might have known Soma back then? Someone with authority, who'd know how he joined the Tojo clan.
Well, let's see. Would the Nikkyo president work?
President? Not patriarch?
Same shit. His name's Irie. Whatever kind of boss he was then. Now he's just another champion district drunk.
I have some questions for him. Once I have the link between Soma and public security, it'll all fall into place.
I don't know, man. You want to meet him, knock yourself out. He spends his days at a joint called Earth Angel.
Gotcha.
I'll come with you, Doc.
I don't know if we're going to get dialogue here, probably. But one of the most impressive things that happened to me in playing the original Judgment was near the end of the game. There was a side quest where, like, it was like the story that was that, like, some kid was playing hide and seek from his father, but he was going to extremely dangerous places, and the only way that you could track down where he was by looking at photographs that he was sending to his father. He was texting his dad photographs of where he was in the city. And by that time in the story, we had spent so much time on this map of Kamurocho that just based on the colors and architecture that were visible in the photographs, I had it narrowed down to like a street or so. And the reason that that was impressive to me, yeah, this is just going to happen, is that's the kind of detail that I usually don't pick up on in open world games. Like, I'm looking at where am I, and where do I need to get to, and what can I pick up, fight, or explore on the way there. But I'm usually not, like, super tuned into architectural differences and stuff like that. Like, how many... Well, I can answer that. 200 hours of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I couldn't tell you about the different architectural styles in the different regions. I could remember quests, like characters that I might have met and stuff like that. But in terms of like the design of the world, probably only a couple places in the entire game would really like stick in my memory. But this city of Kamurocho, I had this place down by the time we were done with the game because it's such a densely packed area and you spend so much time navigating these streets. I just thought that was really cool. It was like that particular side quest was an awesome way to underscore for the player, look how well you've learned this environment. You really do feel like Yagami has this extremely high degree of familiarity with it. I like that.
Here we are, the former head of the Nikkyo's local haunt.
He just gets plastered here all day? Damn, the lucky son of a bitch.
So Adriana's voting for a highlight of the R.A. Salvatore rant. Yeah, we can do that. It probably won't be in the official Lost Judgment playthrough unless we put it like a bonus at the end. But yeah, we can clip that.
My name is Kaito. I used to be in the Matsugane family.
Matsugane? Ah, one of his boys, huh?
You knew my boss?
He was your classic old school Yakuza. He had duty, dignity, but he couldn't earn. Yeah, maybe he was the lucky one, dying before he became whatever I am now.
Would you mind if we asked you a few questions? This is my partner, Yagami. He's a civvy, but he was like family to the boss.
It's a pleasure.
So, what do you want to ask?
Could you tell us about Kazuki Soma? You might know him as head of RK now.
Huh. Soma, huh? Joined the family when he was just a little sprat. I hear he's quite the big shot now.
I hope meeting with this guy pays off, but no matter who's talking, it's a detective's job to listen to everything that they say. Yeah, Drian, I'd be glad to do a highlight of that whole thing if you like.
Let me buy you a drink. Mind if I join you here?
Our lieutenant scouted out Soma back in the day. He'd heard some kid was flushing his money away in one of our casinos. Turned out the kid was sweet-talking ladies into handing him their money.
Yeah. Sounds like a model Yakuza candidate.
You mean Kamurocho's old underground casino?
Yeah, that was one of ours. Cops would keep shutting them down, and we'd keep building more.
What made you ask Soma to join the family? Was he the one who initially approached you?
I think so. He was pretty attached to that lieutenant I mentioned before. Soma had no problem following orders, but he had a natural authority to him, too.
Makes for a damn good Yakuza. Of course, a violent streak is the other half of the equation.
Say, before he joined up, how much digging did you really do on Soma?
What's that supposed to mean?
You checked his background and everything, right?
Well, I'm sure we did our homework. It's not like that was my responsibility.
Irie-san, there's a chance Soma was working for public security the whole time.
What did you say?
So no one suspected him. Soma wormed his way into the family after all.
Considering he may have been undercover from the start, does anything strike you as strange now? Maybe some suspicious behavior or contacts with people you didn't know?
No, I have no idea. The thought never even crossed my mind. He took some really risky gigs. You didn't hear this from me, but he even took at least one hit job.
A hit job?
Some time back, there was this punk who ratted us out to the cops. And the higher-ups ordered Soma to kidnap the guy and bury him in the mountains. He handled it so well, people were kind of creeped out. Like, it wasn't his first time. At least, I remember Akutsu telling me that. I heard he got killed last night.
Word travels fast.
Who'd you hear it from?
Oh, darkness runs deep in this city. Never assume you're the only ones in the know.
Akutsu just realized last night that Soma is an undercover public security agent. That's why he was silenced.
Sure, but what's it matter? At this point, I don't give a shit if Soma's undercover. The family's dead and gone now.
What happened to everyone else after you shut down the consortium?
Half of them went legit. Some of them went and joined the 6th chairman for his new deal. I guess the rest crawled back underground. The Greener family boys all got invited to RK.
So it's none of your concern that your former family is being manipulated by public security?
Those guys don't even come to see me during bone season or New Year's. They're just spoiled brats now. An arrogant group of thugs. Family my ass.
I'm sure this guy was a big shot in his heyday, but it sure is a shame to see what happens to a Yakuza whose family fell apart. Yeah, what a shame. What a shame that the crime family doesn't stand together like, you know, an actual family. Who could possibly have predicted this? Sorry, I have so little patience for this honor among thieves, crime family bullshit. It always rankles me. And same thing happened in the first Yakuza, or sorry, first Judgment, of like, yeah, okay, sure, I sure do feel bad about your crime ring falling apart, grandfather.
All this talk's making my drink taste like shit.
I guess the young ones nowadays are pretty wrapped up in themselves. To be fair, though, I don't know anybody who'd want to waste their time with a gloomy drunk. How about we grab a bite together when you sober up? 'Cause if this is really the fate of the Tojo clan's patriarchs, no way those of us who work to make it big are gonna live it down.
Sorry for that. In Kaito-san's old life, becoming a direct family was their biggest dream. When he looks at you, he sees what Matsugane-san might have been if things had been different. Anyway, thank you very much for your time.
Hey, you know the Misawa building on North Senryo Avenue? It's got a gambling den with a decent Chohan setup.
Gambling den?
A gambling den on North Senryo Avenue. Is he talking about Kosuke-kun's tatami room?
Yeah, I've actually been there before. What about it?
It's run by this group originally from Roppongi. Now RK is saying they're owed a piece of the pie.
RK really is putting the pressure on the Kamurocho Underground, huh?
Yeah, but the Roppongi crew won't pay up. So I hear RK is gonna come down hard on their place tonight. They want to make an example out of him. Put some guys in the hospital. Maybe even the morgue.
Wait, are you saying Soma might be there tonight?
Who knows? The ones running tonight's show are ex-Tojo. The top dogs of RK showing the newbies how it's done.
Who'd you hear this from?
What did I say before? Don't assume you guys are the only ones who know everything.
I appreciate the lesson.
What else is there to say, Talk?
RK is raiding a gambling den tonight. Remember that tatami room we got acquainted with? Apparently, the people running the room won't pay Soma's gang a cut.
So someone there's gonna have some answers. Maybe even Soma himself.
Yeah. I think it's worth checking out.
Alright. Sounds like we should hit up Higashi, too.
All right.
Let's roll, Talk.
Oh, jeez. I would feel so self-conscious about this. Like, she's still gonna be like... Okay. An alleyway that narrow... If I saw somebody coming down the other way, I would just, like, go back out and find a different way around. I don't want to squeeze past, like, some random person trying to come by. It's like in the grocery store aisles. If there's a person there, you can sort of, like, walk around. It's no big deal. But there's, like, two people, and they're, like, hip to hip. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna, like, go around a different way. This is fine. Is it, like, sidle past people? Excuse me, can I get by?
Right on time.
Yeah.
Yagami! Aniki! What the hell's going on?
It's RK. They've got ex-Tojo members running a raid here.
Why?
Supposedly, the out-of-towners running it won't pay RK off. And there's even a chance Soma's here.
It's a surprising amount of context.
Right. Now let's get in there.
Let's see, this is a great example of when it would feel extremely weird to turn around and go to Girls Bite for the evening.
Stop! We're just customers! Shut the fuck up, you little shit!
Hey, got a minute?
There's still more of you?
I know that face. Dude was famous in the Tojo clan for being a maniac.
There's more like him in here, too?
Is Soma here with you? Tell me where he is.
Enough with your mouth!
Okay, very quickly, these guys all have bats, and I know that there's a couple disarm moves in here that I may or may not have, and I've accidentally saved up 131 SPs. So let me just see what else we can get in here. Winding Crane, Sword Cyclone. Ah, here we go. Attack while destroying the enemy's two-handed bladed weapons. Cannot break weapons from powerful enemies. So that's bladed. Do we have like a baseball bat version? I don't see it. Well, I'm going to pick that up because it seems pretty useful. I don't see a lot else that we can pick up here. Let me pick this up. I believe that when the special effect is extracted, yeah, immune to knockdown, so that's pretty helpful. I might go with EX Health Boost too. It's very expensive, and I don't use Health Boost that often. We're definitely not doing Grip. I don't care about that. Yeah, let's just straight up increase attack damage. It's hyper expensive, but it's all attack damage all of the time. Yeah, let's take this, and then EX running Wall Smash. Oh, I would quit the fight if I saw someone do that. Thanks. I needed one of these.
You got it. Good job, Yagami.
Really, guys?
No telling where Soma or his arcade goons are at. Gotta keep our eyes open.
Yeah, I mean, probably upstairs. That's where I would be. Oh, I mean, geez, I have no idea. Am I supposed to know what the combination to this is? It's probably some sort of a bonus, but unless somebody, like, wrote it down, like, on a slip of paper in their pocket, can I talk to this guy? No, doesn't seem like it. Okay, can I take the elevator upstairs? No. This looks like it's probably an exit. Oh, you know what? I bet this... No. I was about to say, I bet this goes to the fire escape, then we can go up to a higher level. But that's not it. Maybe there's a door out here. There we go.
It's too damn dark to see what's around here.
Yeah, but there's no way this is a dead end. Should be a way to get the lights on, right? Let's start looking.
Oh, I don't know, Kaito. We could talk about it some more.
Suspicious.
Too dark to see. Got to be a light switch around here somewhere. Yeah, okay, so we won't look at anything until we find the light switch. Okay, we got some key codes here. So let's remember... Ah, there we go. That looks like a light switch.
Oh, that's more like it. Nice and bright.
So it looks like there's some other key-coded stuff here.
Oh, what have we here?
A door with a passcode. Interesting. Hope they don't think this sort of thing's enough to stop us, eh, Doc?
Suspicious.
Doubt I'm going to get this door open. It looks like something on the other side is keeping it shut. I should check out another door. Ditto here. And then what was this over here? Can I lure Soma out with this? No, he'll probably make a break for it during all the ruckus. Oh, is that a...
No. Guessing this is the door we gotta deal with.
Fire alarm?
Just gotta figure out the passcode.
Hey, what are we gonna do about this?
We might find clues somewhere else. Let's check out this floor.
Okay, I bet that guy who's just like lying down in the safe room, now we're gonna be able to interact with him. Yep. Pretty conspicuous that he was here.
Hey, got a minute to chat?
Please just leave me alone.
Oh, I will, don't worry. All I need is the passcode for the door up ahead.
0508. Or wait, was it 8010?
Come on, get a grip. Well, I guess I could try both.
Either 0508 or 8010, huh? Better not forget.
Okay, I wasn't like writing that down though. Okay, we got the safe open to crush a dragon. The dragon's crushing fists have been unlocked. Skills app from the pause menu. Let's just take a quick look at that. A new skill. Dodge roll. Ah, here it is. A strike delivered in tandem with your enemy's attack, said to have the power to slay dragons. Has a chance to leave your enemies in agony. Okay, I mean, that sounds pretty cool, but I just spent all my SPs, so... Glad to have it. We'll have to cycle around for that. Now, what was the other code? I only remembered one of them, and it happened to be the right one for that. And, sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, Drian is lurking to eat dinner. I'm afraid I might have missed this earlier. If I'm not back before you finish, I hope the stream goes splendidly. Drian, thank you very much. I hope you have a great evening.
0508 or 8010, right?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Nice.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna make sure I get all the collectibles. Oh, here we go. Let me go out this window. If someone's anywhere in this building, my money's on that gambling den, the tatami room. Pretty sure the tatami room's up on the 5th floor.
There's gotta be a way upstairs somewhere around here. I'm gonna go look. You two wait here, okay?
Yeah. Go handle business talk.
Need to get over there first. Nope. So, here's an example of why I'm not feeling too pressured to ever upgrade that. The grip gauge is because a sequence like this cannot require that you've done that because it's an optional upgrade. So if I'm always going to be able to do it without that... Wait, get in through here. Where's here? What are you talking about? Oh, up here. If the parkouring stuff came up more frequently and it was used to like find secrets in the environment or whatever, then I'd be like, oh, let's definitely get that upgraded. But the parkour and like climbing stuff comes up very, very infrequently and usually only in conjunction with like a major story beat. Like a scripted story sequence. So I don't see a lot of benefit to upgrading it unless you're doing that VR thing. Doesn't seem to be locked, but the door won't open. Looks like it's barricaded from the other side. Gotta head outside and find another way. Okay, well, we're gonna go out the other window then. Looks like I can reach the end of the ducts, then that's where I'm going. So we'll, I think, sidle up over here. Oh! I didn't think he could fall, and I was trying to, like, go up. Up, up, up! Okay. I'm clearly missing something about this. Can I go up here? Yes, I can. Alright, I don't know why he couldn't go up on the other side. It looked like someplace that he could sort of, like, climb along, but sure. Oh, do I go down from here? I think I can get back inside from the rooftop. But the only way through there is down here. You can shimmy down a vertical pipe by taking a running jump towards it. That was an automatic slide, by the way. Which I'm fine with, because it means that there's nothing else for us to do along that pipe. Oh, I want whatever that is, I think. Oh, but I can't go to it. Okay. Oh, but I can from over here. Plus, this will give Yagami's grip gauge a chance to recover. And for all of that... Well, I think Staminan does increase his health, so we might as well have it. It was Staminan X, right? Oh, no, it was his EX gauge. Do I need that? I'm gonna go with probably not. Yeah, Drian, if you're still within earshot for any reason, I hope you have a great dinner. don't know if there's something else around here that I might have been trying to get to, but I feel like that's a pretty thorough examination of the outside of this building.
The hell? I thought we took them all out!
Crap.
You better get ready!
And this guy's using like boxing moves, like out of the boxing ring. That's interesting. I gotta charge up Yagami's EX meter. He's actually running on empty.
Stay down.
Trouble is the EX moves are so much fun to do.
Hey, just made it to the rooftop and dealt with RK. But you guys are gonna have a hell of a time trying to climb up here. Let me look for another way.
This appears to be the only way that I can see. Oh, but Yagami will not.
Then we'll wait here a bit longer.
Okay, so I'm just taking stock. This is where we came from. We can't go over this way, so it's got to meet up with the others right now. Oh, rope. I should be able to pull everyone up with this.
Okay.
Hey!
Phew. That kicked my ass.
Yagami, how the hell do you get all the way up here with your bare hands?
Hey, you hear that? More of those guys might be hiding around here. And when we find them, we kill them. Yeah, got it.
What's your call? You taking them down?
Yeah, we can take these guys together.
Whoa, hang on. That guy in front of the stairs might call for backup. And if that happens, Soma might slip away. I'm gonna have to go stealth on these guys.
Go do your thing. We'll jump in if shit hits the fan.
Alright, so let's try to do it stealthy.
Alright, let's go.
It's all fencing over here, so I think this is where we're going to navigate through this more secret-y place. I would like to hear at some point from somebody who has played Prison Architect. I'm very curious if that game is... Like, we got it on some sort of sale at some point. But it's got, like, a half dozen different expansions. And every single one of them on Steam has mixed reviews. And sometimes expansions will introduce content that, like, just isn't very well implemented. Wow! That was unbelievably sloppy. You know, expansions that introduce content that isn't particularly well executed or actively detracts from the things that people liked about the game. And sometimes, like, whoa. Yeah, that seems unlikely, Yagami. I thought that we were going to sneak up behind him and do, like, chokeout maneuver. Oh, hold on. Nope. Can I skip this? Skip?
That kicked my ass.
Skip.
Better be careful here.
Okay. But I don't know what it is. Like some of the reviews on like Steam for the Prison Architect expansions are like, oh, well, there's a DLC that does a lot of this stuff. Well, I mean, that's fine, but I think I'd want to like go ahead with like the official version from the developers would be my general thought. I want to support the mod makers that do it for free, but if some sort of deal was worked out or whatever, you know, it seems to me like I'd rather have like the officially supported and patchable version. Shit! I can't believe I did the same thing twice. So just wait for him to actually like bend over to get it. Okay. I guess I came in too early last time. Oh, hold on. Ronan is familiar with it.
That's a good boy.
Before we go ahead, Ronan says, I heard Prison Architect. Grumpy is throwing a kitten into chat. Now the kitten's going to walk all over the keyboard, so get ready for a lot of characters. Grumpy, I do hope that you're having a nice Saturday. But then Ronan says, that game is real good. Got that one in alpha, and I don't do that often. So, Ronan, what thoughts, if any, do you have on the expansions? They're all on sale right now. So I'm curious if there's any that you think are particularly good. Maybe all of them, maybe none of them. Do you have any thoughts? I got to do something about him if we want to get into the building next door.
Kaito-san, I'm in kind of a tight spot. Mind giving me a hand?
What you need, Tuck?
I'm almost there, but RK's got me kind of pinned down. Can you try to lure him away somehow?
Leave it to me. I'll figure something out.
Appreciate it.
Who in the world would fall for such a thing?
Oh, are there cats fighting? What are they screaming for?
Never mind.
Well, Tuck, worked like a charm, you say?
Yeah, that was impressive stuff, Kaito-san. Thanks for the assist.
So Ronan is saying that he can only speak for the base game and the base game with mods, but that is illuminating just on its own. It's like, hey, you can have a great time with it without the mods. Okay, the tatami room is not too far from here. Time to take these guys out and meet up with Kaito-san and Higashi-san. Oops.
All right, now let's go.
You know, there's some games where I feel like you really want to have the full experience with the DLCs installed. And there's other games where you can say, you know something, there's like XCOM 2 is a really good example of a game where the base game is good, but with all of the DLC installed, it is a different and substantially more robust game. It's excellent.
Yeah,
it took a game that was already a very, very strong experience and expanded it in a variety of really smart ways that sort of highlight all the strengths of the design. Whoops, okay. So I'm sort of waiting for a moment because I don't seem to have a like throw coin option that I see here. But it sounds like Prison Architect is maybe more in the City Skylines venue of things, or Stellaris, where, yeah, the DLC can be nice, but there's a huge amount of, okay, I probably won't get away with that for some reason. I don't know why not. Oh, I guess I have to throw a coin from a very specific point. Okay, now I am allowed to choke you out. So yeah, like if like Ronan, you're familiar with it, you got it all the way back in alpha, you're probably well versed in it. And if you're saying I never felt the need to get the expansion packs and I've had a really good time with it, then yeah, I will wait and try the base game for a while.
Made it through somehow.
Hell yeah! The tatami room's downstairs. Soma might be there, so we gotta stay on our toes.
Ronan is also saying no one's playing Lost Judgment for stealth. Very true. I think in a perfect world, it would be, and I think we talked about this at one point, like one of those very early missions in the first Judgment where it's like you can go stealth or you can go go loud. Oh, there's a save point right here. Let's save it. We're into a new chapter now. This is chapter 12. Yeah, we'll save it. What's our oldest one? Why am I blanking on this? This one is the oldest one. All right. I was looking at the wrong number. Okay, so whatever's going to happen in here, it's going to be a big damn deal because I put a save point before it. Soma could be up ahead. Enter. $20,000 SP we just got.
Help! They'll kill me!
Huh? Isn't that Kosuke-kun, right?
You never learn, do you? Don't tell me you're here with some poor girl's money again.
I'm not! I swear I'm not!
You're Kaito from the Matsugani family, right?
Oh, look who else is famous.
What are you doing here? You join RK too?
Dumbass. Don't lump me in with scum like you.
Are you the one who put this raid together? What about Soma? Is he not coming?
You just stepped into some shit you're gonna regret.
Hey, he's got backup!
Tons of lowlifes, but no Soma. Coming here sure did a fat lot of good.
You got this, Yagami Detective Agency! Please save my life!
At least we can say we saved fucking Kosuke-kun.
You know that guy? Lucky him. He's about to get his head split like a melon.
Hey! Take care of the latecomers. Then we're done here.
Ready? Let's go!
I did take a hit there, but I'm okay with that. I swear to Christ I dodged. Alright, well at least we hit Hoodie because he seemed to be a pretty tough guy.
Let's go.
Okay. I'm gonna have to eat a bento lunchbox after that. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be enough to put this guy down. And unfortunately, he's got one of those move sets that. Hi, please pause. Like you can be just wailing on him, and he will reach a point where he just shrugs it off. So let's have a bento lunch set or two. Probably gonna be enough.
Let's do this.
Yes, Yagami. That's what I was trying to do earlier.
And stay down.
As Ronan says, absolute chaos. Yeah, Yagami beating up like 8 guys simultaneously is really fun.
Usamoto-san, I must say I didn't expect you to invite me here directly. What led you to change your mind? I hope this means I can expect a favorable response.
I'm thinking it's time to put an end to this.
To what, pray tell?
This self-serving black hole of collusion.
And how do you plan to do that?
By turning myself into the police. As you may have suspected, I murdered Shinya Kawai. For what he did to Mitsuru. I did it with my own hands. The same day he was abducted in Kamurocho. 5 years ago. Kitakata-sensei was my accomplice.
If you do that, you'll be branded just another killer. That would be quite a fall from grace, considering just how much you've turned the health ministry around. I'd suggest reconsidering that. We can protect your secret for you.
And in exchange, I'll have to do as I'm instructed, correct?
As with any organization, our government works within a set of constraints. Everyone has their own opinion of what they believe is best for this country. And only once common ground is established can progress truly be made. However, you've already forged quite a path of progress on your own. Reforming the health ministry, cracking down on embezzlement and dirty dealings. I promise you, both myself and many others respect such accomplishments. However, if Reiko Kusamoto were to go from vice minister to murderer, all those achievements would go up in smoke. In fact, the fallout could allow for even worse corruption to take root. As I'm sure you agree, to our country's detriment. Everyone who lives has their secrets. If you just let us take care of yours, you can have the peace of mind you deserve. They'll stay buried, deep in the dark.
And therein lies the problem. Sawa-san was the only classmate who never stopped coming to see Mitsuru. I was the one who drove her away from my son. Even though she was the only person at that school who never gave up on him. I couldn't control my desire for revenge. A good woman lost her life because of that. And now everyone wants to pretend like she never even existed. No better than back then. Mitsuru's classmates pushed him over the edge and didn't look back. I don't care what you say. I'm going to turn myself in. I only regret not doing it sooner. Sawa-san wouldn't have had to die.
Well, it turns out you're more naive than I thought. More so than I could have planned against.
You still won. You should consider it a victory that I have to resign from my post. When it comes down to it, I'm sure that was your end goal. But you just got too greedy. You thought putting the squeeze on me would net you 160 trillion yen in pensions? Well, that's all going up in smoke. When I turn myself in, that'll be a lost cause. Now scurry off and inform your handlers.
Despite all my efforts, it seems you were more of an immovable object than I was an unstoppable force. Well, you can't reason with someone willing to lose, especially if losing means burning it all down.
Where are we?
Mitsuru.
Hey, Mom.
Mitsuru. Mitsuru.
So, is that all of them?
Yeah. Pretty tough for a bunch of gangbangers.
Come on, Aniki. Why don't you take the bench for a bit? You're still on the mend.
Shut the hell up.
Whoa. The
guy running the game here brought in as many heavy hitters as he could. But RK had so many ex-Yakuza, this place never had a chance. And you guys managed to take them all down. Unbelievable.
That's not really why we came, though. You sure you didn't see RK's leader, Soma, anywhere?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wasn't here.
I see. So we did all this work for nothing.
You sure you really want to find that guy? If that's the case, I heard some RK members say Soma's giving his orders from Ijincho.
Aha. Then maybe he's been searching for Kuwana over there this whole time.
Speaking of which, Tesso's place got raided just this morning. RK was looking for Kuwana. Although, I'm not sure Soma was there either.
Well then, sounds like we're done in Kamurocho for now. Should we go back to Ijincho tomorrow? If we meet up with Kuwana somehow, I'm sure Soma will show eventually.
Yeah, let's do that.
I should go back to the office and rest for the night. We'll head to Ijincho again tomorrow to find Kuwana. So what we're going to do is I am going to head back to the office, but we're going to save just outside the office because here in the real world is pushing 10 o'clock, and it has been a very long day. As discussed earlier, big storm rolled through, lots of shoveling, woke up super early to get a start on it. We got to fight these guys. And as Ronan was saying, oh man, the timing. I don't know right at this moment how I feel about that timing because I need to see what sort of impact it has in the story. If all of a sudden Reiko Kusimoto, if I'm saying her name correctly, I'm trying to remember it right now. If she suddenly goes back on her deal, like what she had decided to do, because her son happened to come out of his coma at the exact moment that she had decided to announce it to this guy, that would kind of bother me. It's not that, you know, coincidences like that don't happen in the real world, but when they happen inside of a structured fiction like this, it always feels like way too convenient. If it turns out that he was being kept in a coma by public security, and then they stopped giving him the drugs because they figured it was the last piece of leverage that they might have over her, then that makes sense. But if it's just complete random happenstance that he woke up at an incredibly pivotal moment in this game's story and in her life just before she was going to turn herself into the police, and if that has the follow-on effect that now she doesn't do that, boy, that would feel like an awfully clunky way to have arrived at that. She could have just chosen not to turn herself into the police, and the story would have flown a lot better. But this is all supposition. We have to see what actually comes out of it, and on the whole, I have, we're reaching that point in the story where I'm like, what are my overall thoughts on the adventure so far? And I think that one of the things I'd like to try to do near the end is recap the story, because boy, it started with investigate allegations of bullying at this high school, and has now, much like the first game, turned into a federal level interagency power play with an astronomical amount of money on the line, and so many different characters and factions vying for their own personal goals, and how they all intersect or play against each other has turned out to be really complicated, but also surprisingly followable. One thing that I'd like to just say in general is that even if there are times when I'll forget an individual name or something, I feel like I've followed along with the story at all points. And when you consider how many different characters and agendas there are at play, that speaks well of the story, I'd say. How long have we been playing this now? Since about early to mid-December, and now we're at the end of January. it's a long story that has unfolded over a long period in time in the real world, and I've been dialed into it at every phase. So, yeah, I will say this, as it feels like things are coming to a head. I want to make sure that we've wrapped up as much as we can, as much as is going to happen in the game before hitting end credits, because I just feel like when you hit those end credits and the final scenes are playing and whatever post-credit sequence might happen is in there, to then go back to the boxing club and stuff, it's always going to feel very anticlimactic. So I would say that one of our goals is to finish up the school stories before finishing up the main story, and to that end, if it allows us to do so, we might spend the next episode or two really doing a deep dive on school stories. Maybe wrap up Girls Bite, maybe wrapping up the motorcycle club, and we've got 3 that I can think of, or 4 off the top of my head. Robotics Club, Boxing Club, Motorcycle Club, and Girls Bite. Those are as far as I know, those are the last 4, and they're all pretty far along at this point. So I don't think that we have a tremendous amount left before we uncover the identity of the professor. And then once that's done, it'll be probably all main story all the time. I do not foresee getting really into drone racing or any of the other side activities, but we'll see. That's sort of the thought. And hello to It's Welshie. It's Welshie. I hope you've had a very, very nice Saturday. We are just on our way out. We've had a very fun time here with Lost Judgment, but also a very long day of strenuous physical exercise due to a big snowstorm that rolled through. I hope that you've had a great weekend. And if you'll join us, we're going to go ahead and raid over to somebody fun. And then I don't believe we will be streaming tomorrow. We will be streaming on Monday, but that is very, very likely to be Wildermyth. That will be our goal there. So I suspect that the next day that we'll see you for more streaming of Lost Judgment will be on Tuesday, and hopefully we'll see you guys again then. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.